Good day everyone, my name is Rowena Manait. We will discuss about Chapter 4 Gender Equality, Equity and Inequality in the Society with my group members Jezabel Bintahan, Erica Apong, Joshua Apong, Luigi Raot, Roxanne Lahimay, Russell Bintaha, Rakila Boyangot, Lauren Busmion, Blaisel Tulio, Almira Apuya, Jack Botal, Marvy Canedo, Rudman Lechehan, Jenny Lacuarin, and Winston D. Lacre. I will discuss about Lesson 1 Republic Act 9710 or the Magna Carta of Women. The Magna Carta of Women is a comprehensive women's human rights law that seeks to eliminate discrimination through the recognition, protection, fulfillment, and promotion of the rights of Filipino women, especially those belonging to the marginalized sectors of society. What are the rights of women guaranteed under the Magna Carta of Women? All rights in the Philippine Constitution and those rights recognized under international instruments duly signed and ratified by the Philippines in consonance with Philippine law shall be rights of women under the Magna Carta of Women. These rights shall be enjoyed without discrimination, since the law prohibits discrimination against women whether done by public and private entities or individuals.
These are the other laws and policies related to Magna Carta of Women. RA 7192, also known as Women in Development and Nation Building Act, an act promoting the integration of women and as full and equal partners of men in development and nation building and for other purposes. So the purpose of this aims to ensure women's full and equal participation in national development and society. It promotes gender equality by providing women with equal rights and opportunities as men. RA 7610, also known as the Special Protection of Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act. So, this law safeguards children, especially the girls, from various forms of abuse, exploitation, and discrimination. It aims to protect children's welfare and ensure their healthy development. RA 9208, also known as the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act of 2003, institutes policies to eliminate trafficking in persons, especially women and children. It establishes the necessary institutional mechanisms to protect and support trafficked persons and provide penalties for its violation. The purpose of this law is to combat human trafficking, which often targets women and children. It aims to protect victims, prosecute traffickers, and prevent future trafficking by addressing the root causes of this crime. Another is the Republic Act 7877, also known as the Anti-Sexual Harassment Act of 1995. It shall be the duty of the employer or the head of the work-related educational or training environment or institution to prevent or deter the commission of acts of sexual harassment and to provide the procedures for the resolution, settlement, or prosecution of acts of sexual harassment. So this law prohibits sexual harassment in workplace, educational institutions, and other settings. It aims to create a safe and respectful environment for everyone by addressing sexual harassment and providing legal recourse for victims. Republic Act 8353 or the Anti-Rape Law. So this is an act expanding the definition of the crime of rape, reclassifying the same as a crime against person, amending for the purpose of Act Number 3815 as amended, otherwise known as the Revised Penal Code, and for other purposes. So this law defines and penalizes rape with stricter penalties for aggravated cases. It aims to protect victims of rape and ensures that perpetrators are held accountable for their actions. The Republic Act 8505, also known as Rape Victim Assistance and Protection Act. So this is an act providing assistance and protection for rape victims, establishing for the purpose rape crisis center in every province and city, authorizing the appropriation of funds, therefore, and and for other purposes. So, this law provides comprehensive assistance and protection to victims of rape. It aims to support victims' recovery and ensure they receive the necessary medical, legal, and psychological support. Lastly, the Republic Act 9262, or also known as Anti-Violence Against Women Act and Their Children. This is an act defining violence against women and their children, providing for protective measures for victims, prescribing penalties therefore and for other purposes. So, this law provides protection and support to women and children who are victims of violence. It aims to address domestic violence, sexual abuse, and other form of violence by providing legal remedies, protective measures, and support services for victims. That's all. Thank you.
This is Erica L. Epong from BA 278, and I'm going to discuss the Lesson 2 Gender Equality in the School. Education is crucial for promoting gender equality by providing individuals with knowledge, skills, and values to challenge gender stereotypes and promoting equal rights. Formal education can address inequalities by providing equal access to education, combating gender bias, and promoting gender sensitive teaching. Why gender equality in education is important? Gender equality in education includes equal access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities, as well as the ability to live free from gender bias and discrimination. So, according to African proverb, if you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. When girls are educated, their countries become stronger and more prosperous. The highest result of education is tolerance. And later on will be discovered the reason behind this story. Gender equality in education. Girls' education, alongside improved sexual and reproductive health and rights, has often been cited as a world best investment. However, gender equality in education is not only important for empowering girls and women but also has a positive impact on microeconomic and financial stability. Gender equality in education can stimulate economic growth by increasing the number of educated and skilled workers in the labor force. In turn, this can lead to higher productivity and innovation. Additionally, having women in leadership positions in the private and public sector can boost performance by increasing diversity and promoting better decision making. The role of education and gender equality. Education plays a crucial role in promoting gender equality. It is a powerful tool that can help break down gender stereotypes and empower women and girls to reach their full potential. For example, findings from the World Bank indicate that when girls have access to education, they are more likely to become leaders in their communities, start their own businesses, and make informed decisions about their health and well being. Now, let's proceed with the benefits of investing in girls' education. Investing in girls' education has numerous benefits for both individuals and society as a whole. Violence against women, for instance, is often rooted in gender equality, and educating both sexes about respect and equality can play a significant role in preventing such violence. First, benefits. Education is an important tool in addressing gender based violence. Education can help to reduce the risk of gender based violence and promote gender equality in other areas of life. By providing girls and boys with education and healthy relationships and equal equality, the education system can help to reduce the risk of gender based violence. School based programs that address gender based violence can also provide support and resources for students who have experienced violence and promote a safer and more inclusive learning environment for all students. Second is education has multi generational impact. Investing in girls' education can have a positive impact on multiple generations. Educated girls are more likely to educate their own children, breaking the cycle of poverty and inequality. Next is the education increases social and political participation. Educated girls are more likely to be active and informed citizens and to participate in social and political activities. Here's are some strategies for promoting gender equality in education. Promoting gender equality in education can be achieved through a variety of strategies. For instance, a school can work to provide equal access to resources and opportunities for girls and boys, such as providing equal funding for girls and boys, sports teams, or offering girls the same opportunities to participate in STEM education programs. Other strategies include gender responsive teaching and learning. These strategies involves using teaching methods and curriculums that are inclusive and responsive to the diverse needs of all students. This can include using gender sensitive language and images, providing girls and boys with the same opportunities and resources to succeed, providing education on gender equality and healthy relationships. Next is the inclusive education policies and practices. These strategies aim to create an environment where all students feel valued and respect, regardless of their gender, race, ethnicity, or socioeconomic background. Third is engaging communities and families in promoting gender equality in education. So, this strategy aimed to promote gender equality in education by engaging with families and communities. Schools can work to address cultural and economic barriers that prevent girls from attending school. This usually involves working with families to provide girls and boys with necessary resources to attend school. Fourth is addressing socio-economic factors. This strategy aims to address factors such as poverty, living in rural areas, and lack of infrastructure, can increase access to education for girls and boys. This can be achieved by providing scholarships, building schools in rural and remote areas, providing safe transportation for girls and boys to school. Last is investing in teaching training. Investing in teacher training can ensure that teachers are equipped with the knowledge, skills, and resources to provide a quality education for all students, regardless of their gender.
What does gender equality mean? Gender equality definition is the state in which access to rights or opportunities is unaffected by gender. It's not only women who are affected by gender inequality. All genders are impacted, including men, trans, and gender diverse people. This in turn impacts children and families and people of all ages and backgrounds. Equality in gender does not mean that women and men will have or need the exact same resources, but that women's, men's, trans people, and gender diverse people's rights, responsibilities, and opportunities will not depend on their assigned gender at birth. Why is gender equality important? Gender equality isn't just about fairness, it's the foundation for a thriving society. When we empower everyone, regardless of gender, we unlock stronger economies, healthier communities, and a safer world. Gender equality empowers individuals to break free from harmful stereotypes and pursue their dreams, regardless of societal expectations. It fosters an environment where everyone feels safe, respected, and valued, and where diverse perspectives and talents contribute to innovation and progress. By embracing gender equality, we pave the way for a brighter future for generations to come. Example of gender inequality: gender pay gap, unequal access to education, domestic violence, gender-based violence, limited job opportunities, women doing more unpaid work, people with disabilities. So these are the examples of gender equality that exist in our community. So for example, our gender pay gap, women are often paid less than men for the same work or work of equal value. According to the Pew Research Center, as of 2023, the gender pay gap has maintained itself with women making only 82% of what men make for nearly 20 years in the United States. And then sa access to education. In some parts of the world, girls may experience gender inequality while accessing education, limiting their opportunities for personal and professional growth. According to the UNESCO, women still account for two-thirds of all adults unable to read. Globally, 122 million girls are not in school. Additionally, certain industries and professions are dominated by one gender, limiting opportunities for the underrepresented gender. In domestic violence, women are disproportionately affected by domestic violence, with higher rates of physical and emotional abuse. One in three women have faced some form of physical violence by an intimate partner. In the Philippines, as of 2023, recorded approximately 7,760 cases of violence against women and children, indicating a decrease from previous year. So the examples of gender equalities: equal decision making, equal access to resources, equal pay, equal job, equal access education and job opportunities. Equality at home, equality pay for equal work, or gender equality means zero tolerance for sexual harassment and bias. So these are the examples of gender equality. So in equality at home, on average, women around the world do 3 times as much unpaid work at home as men, including household work and caring for children and family members. And many of these women also work full-time or part-time careers. Gender equality in this example would look like splitting up at home work as evenly as possible between all genders of a household, so that the burden of taking care of the home and family is not solely on women. So in equal pay for equal work, the pay gap between men and women remains strong throughout the United States and around the world, especially for women who are mothers or caretakers. Gender equality in the workforce means being paid the same salary for equal work regardless of gender. It also means that if a woman takes times off from work to take maternity leave, for example, she will not be punished when she returns to work. She will still be considered for the same promotions, pay raises, and career opportunities that she would have been given had she not taken the necessary time off to care for her family. So, gender equality means zero tolerance for sexual harassment and bias, whether in the workplace, within a religious group, at a community center, or any other group setting. People of all genders deserve to feel safe and be free of bullying and microaggressions, sexual harassment, and prejudice based on gender. A society that appreciates and upholds gender equality does not allow for offensive comments, harassment, etc. to be tolerated in any form. Benefits for having gender equality in the community. So these are the benefits for having gender equality in the community: safer community, healthier community, stronger community, reduce poverty, innovation and progress, peace and harmonious, empowered citizen or community, diverse community, increased productivity. Because men and women treated fairly or equally, no more or fewer or rarely cases of domestic violence, no more dominant or submissive, no more harassment, abuse, bullying, discrimination, and harmful stereotypes. Everyone taught to respect all genders, everyone is secured and feel free to access their own happiness. So how to promote gender equality in your community? So these are the ways on how to promote gender equality in our community. So start from advocate for inclusive policies by encouraging local organizations and businesses. Support women-owned businesses to contribute to economic empowerment. Share information about gender equality throughout discussions of workshops or social media. Volunteer time and organization focusing on gender equality. Speak up against gender stereotypes and biases for a more open-minded community. On a personal level, you can do the following to promote gender equality. Share household and caregiving responsibilities equally with family members. Stay informed about gender issues and continuously educate yourself. Use inclusive language that avoids reinforcing gender stereotypes. Encourage children to pursue interests irrespective of gender stereotypes. Speak up against instances of gender-based discrimination or harassment. Actively support and mentor individuals of all genders. Support political candidates and policies that promote gender equality. And the last one is listen to amplify voices of individuals from different genders.